Today we have a new moon in Aquarius at 20 degrees. It comes with an extra energy in the sky too. We have with it a small learning triangle in the sky. So this triangle will allow us to think outside the box and come up with new and original approaches to what stands in our way today. Sit back, relax. Let's explore the cosmic energies. Together, we'll gain an insight and an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here and thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus for February the 9th, 2024. So we'll start with the numerology. We have that beautiful energy of the 9 today. The 9 is about clearing the space needed in order to bring in the new. It is more about completions and endings, tying up loose ends, but we're doing it with a purpose. We're doing it so that we can move freely in our path going forward, to leap into new opportunities, new adventures, new relationships. And if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 2 plus a 9 plus an 8. That's 19. So 19 is us. It's our light. It's our vibration. It's our energy. The focus should be on you today. 1 plus 9 is a 10 energy. That brings in luck. That brings in new experiences, new chapters in our life. The energy is changing. The seasons are changing. And 1 plus 0 is a 1. That is the independent, the I am, the trailblazer in each and every one of us, wanting to go forward with a strength, knowing that we've got this. Now the sun is in Aquarius, our moon is in Aquarius, and they meet in the sky, creating our new moon in Aquarius at 20 degrees. So 20 is all about turning points, forks in the road, new ways to go forward, decisions that need to be made. 2 plus 0 is a 2. Now, whenever you have a number in numerology, like a 10, 20, 30, 40, anything ending with a 0, having a 0 in it, gives it like that godlike energy. So we are exalted in the 2. The 2 energy asks us to look within, to understand our talents, our abilities, the unique self, what we can bring out, what we can embrace, what we can utilize going forward in our path. Now, with this moon, we have a small learning triangle, and things may be placed in our path today to rock our boat, upset the apple cart. Problems can occur, a crisis, chaos, disruptions, confusion. And so this triangle will allow us to invite in some creative problem solving. Now, the secret is not allowing a negative aspect of your day to remain a negative aspect of your day. Remember that it's gifted to us as a learning experience. And when we approach things in this way, we move through it quite easily and towards great success. Now, the new moon will square Uranus. Okay, so that's our conflict, the square in the sky. It brings in changes we couldn't have predicted. Uranus is always about the unexpected. And since it's a square, it's usually something that delays our timeline or messes up our plans in some way. Things don't come together the way we expected them to. So we couldn't predict these things. And that's where we need to stay open-minded and flexible in our approach. Okay, we need solutions. And when that new moon, it sextiles Venus. Okay, so you have Venus, you have the moon, and then you have Uranus down here. Okay, so now the moon is sextiling Venus. So this energy stimulates this new information coming in on how to best deal with the problem at hand. So we turn our inner energy to what we love, what brings us joy, what fills us with passion, what motivates us. A lot of that homework I gave you for yesterday to go within and tap into, now it's fresh in your mind. Okay, and that is going to stimulate this new information. Okay, coming in on how to deal with the situation, the best approach. Okay. Now, Venus will also trine Uranus, and that forms the last part of the learning triangle. Our problem-solving abilities become very creative. Our imagination is enhanced. Our intuition is functioning at a higher level. And this can all lead to transformative breakthroughs and innovative changes in our life. Okay, so once again, it's not what happens to us today or over the next several weeks for that matter. We are talking new moon energy. What happens to us today is not as important. Rather, our attitude towards it is critical. We need to remain positive, knowing that solutions will show up and move us to exactly where we yearn to be. Okay, and plus, Venus trining Uranus, this brings in unexpected happiness, joy, right? So we have this problem here. And we open up our imagination, we open up our creativity, we open up our inventive minds. And then Venus goes and talks to Uranus, and all of a sudden these aha moments, these epiphanies, these revelations come flooding in, moving us forward in the way we want. So it is quite a dynamic new moon energy for us to witness and behold. Okay, let's go to the cards. Now our underlying energy for the reading is the Fool. I kid you not. The Fool is about moving forward. A brand new path lays open to us. It is considered the 0 card or the 22nd card in the tarot. So this could be a brand new path. This could be an elevated path when the Fool appears. This is telling us we don't need a lot in order to go forward. And it's about our enthusiasm. It's about our excitement, our anticipation of what the unknown is going to bring into our world. We have the Moon card as our first card. How fitting is that? The Moon is about finding that balance within, creating that balance within. Once again, we want to go in and understand what motivates us, what fills us with passion. What would make you jump out of bed every morning and beat the alarm clock? What would motivate you to do that? What would fill you with enough passion to just, you can't wait for the day to begin. You started on your own. This is about allowing the sense of liberation or freedom to enter. And with Venus so active in the sky, we will definitely feel the sense of freedom. Either the want, the need, or what surrounds us at the present time, in the moment. And this is understanding our balance, what we need to have balance in our life, our perfect recipe. Everybody is different, and we all need certain levels of different things in our life to make us feel confident, to make us feel strong, to make us feel courageous, to make us feel like we are enough. We have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups, it does definitely symbolize a path going forward. The cups behind us, however, are things that we like in our lives. And so the priority list needs to change, okay? If we keep doing the same thing day after day and expecting change, well, that is the definition of insanity, right? So we have to allow for change. We have to allow for our priorities to change. Maybe friends are moving down or friends are moving up. Love is moving up. Love is moving down. Creativity. Maybe your job becomes the most important thing right now. Getting that raise in pay, getting that promotion, taking yourself to the next level and beyond. Maybe it's about working in the community and building your stature in the community. Maybe it's about growing a relationship deeper. Maybe it's turning the attention on you, your habits, your behaviors, your well-being. Exercise, sleep, food. How are we doing all that? How are we taking care of mind, body, and soul? And so some of the things that we kind of like in our lives might have to take a back seat. Maybe you're one of those people, you get up in the morning, you go through the drive-thru, you get your coffee and your breakfast for work, and then you go to work, and at lunchtime you go out again, you have something to eat, go back to work, you got a 15-minute break, might as well grab a coffee, and then you go home, and throughout the day you've spent, what, $10, $15, $20, $25 extra, and then you sit there and you go, wow, I wish I had more money to work with. So it may be leaving some of those luxuries behind, making the pot of coffee and filling up the thermos and packing a lunch. And then it only costs you maybe $2, $3, $4, $5 a day. And all of a sudden you do have that money to work with. It doesn't mean that we take it away forever, and that's why I say it's like on the slider on the priority list, because some of those things we will invite back at a later time in our lives. Some of those things will always change. It's like the young child, or not the young child, the young adult leaving home for the first time. Okay, knowing that home is now going to change in the priorities. Mom and dad changes in the priorities. And having food in the fridge changes in the priorities. Making sure the light switches actually work and the light bulbs go on changes in priorities, right? We have to be accountable for that now. It was our parents before. So we have to move things around. We have to understand that we have to create some sort of new balance in our world going forward. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is all about rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. There's no fast track here. And in fact, under this energy, if something were to pop up that just sounds way too good to be true, chances are it is. This is about you. You have ownership of your path going forward. Essentially, that was a brick wall at one point. But we got out our paints, and one stroke at a time, we are slowly creating our tomorrow. And there's work to do yet. We don't have the bottom of that wall done yet. There is no path leading into that doorway we've placed, symbolizing our new path. But we know what it looks like. We're starting to design it. We're starting to see it. So this could be the plan. This could be the strategy. This could be just showing up and being present in what you need to do. I'm going to pull another card. We have the Empress. The Empress is one of creativity, of inventiveness. It's about giving birth to something. A dream, a desire, a passion, a want. Getting grounded in nature would also be part of this. And under a new moon energy, the Empress appears. Our intuition is high. We are also the diplomats. We're not thinking, and this is the one nice thing with the new moon, is we're much more grounded in our approaches. We're not being overly cynical, criticism, logical, but we're not being too fancy free and too imaginative and too fantasy-like in our approaches either. We find that balance to create what we want to create, to give birth to it, to nurture it, to allow it to grow into the success we want. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles says the storm has passed. It's time for you to feel that confidence. It's time for you to feel that liberation. It's time for you to feel strong in who you are and what you bring to the table. It's time to understand that whatever wealth that you want to create in your life, whatever kind of abundance you want to create in your life, you have the tools in which to do it. You are strong and capable here. Okay, let's get an oracle card. And we have gratitude and appreciation, 46. 4 plus 6 is a 10 energy. So the 10 energy is electrified here for us. Coming in from a different angle. And you know me, I'm constantly talking about being grateful. And for those of you who do it, I mean, I love it when you send me those little emails and leave those little comments about how great it works. I mean, it's an absolutely free thing for us to do. It takes mere minutes, if that. But boy, can it change your universe? Can it change your world? Recognize the good qualities in others and openly share your gratitude with them. Write notes of thanks to those who've helped you. If someone deserves acknowledgement, take the time to let a superior or colleague know so they receive the recognition they deserve. Nature is continually sharing its beauty for us to appreciate. Beholding a rainbow is a gift, and when we encounter a rainbow's beauty, it's the perfect time to be grateful for all the gifts in our lives. It's important to generate the positive flow of thankfulness and can bring joy into someone else's life. By doing so, you will not only decrease your stress, but you will also generate the feeling of goodwill and love in your life. And when I read the rainbow thing, it reminded me that my artwork, I got an email that my pieces are on their way, being shipped to me, so they're all framed and ready to go. I can't wait. To share them with you. I mean, I thought about you guys immediately. I thought, so, the whole house is getting a redo. So I think maybe with the pictures coming, I'll start in the office then. And okay, let's go to our animals. And we have the butterfly, the rebirth. I kid you not, the rebirth. We had the Empress there telling us to give birth to something. And here we have rebirth. They're not coming in clear at all for us, are they? Well, Ron, let's try putting my fingers up there. It's much nicer when you can look at the picture. You can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Love every part of your journey. So, and throughout this new moon energy, there will be reason where we're not going to initially feel that love for our journey. So know that we have that teaching triangle in the sky giving us all the resources we need to not only push through any kind of energy that comes our way that's negative, that we don't like, that we would prefer not to be in our presence, that we can not only go through it, but we can go through it with success, with great success going forward. So allow the rebirth of your dream, your goal, of what you want in your life. Of course, we'll do a journey of love card because it's a new moon energy. Okay, we have the Mother Praise, the 15 energy. That's the phoenix rising out of the ashes, is the 15 energy, being reborn, being rebirthed. Okay, the 15 energy. Oh, it's very short. I'll hold it up there so you can meditate on the picture while I love you, holding your breath in my kiss, your heartbeat in my arms, driving home. I could see you sitting beside me, not with my eyes, but I knew you were there. Your beautiful legs crossed, your coat open and inviting. The soft scent of you brings a smile to my lips and to my heart, because I know you are still here. You are being watched over. Many beings are aware of your existence. They know that your heart and your soul are pure, even when you may doubt it at times, because after all, you are a divine being masquerading as a decidedly fascinating mixture of light and darkness. Sometimes you may not feel so pure. That's okay. The Mother prays for you not because you are about to do something ridiculous and you might come into harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living your full potential. She wraps you in the waves of love. I got to reread that for you. The Mother prays for you not because you're about to do something ridiculous and you might come to harm, but that you might not do something ridiculous and avoid living your full potential. She wraps you in the waves of love, light, and consciousness, that you may feel brave enough to live your life and not hold back from pursuing what is within your heart, or really letting it pursue you and giving in to its seduction. The Mother prays, So fear not and just live your life. This oracle brings you guidance. Ask for help from the Divine Mother who loves you unconditionally. Ask each day. She wants to help you, and you have to ask for that help to empower her to do so. You have her great blessing. So know that you're protected, you're loved, and you're being guided to exactly where you need to be. So go with the flow. Open up to what comes to you. Maybe take a little bit of a risk on yourself, embracing that courage, embracing that strength, and knowing you're enough and you will succeed. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.